Hey guys, it's week 9 of Gratitude Sunday already. Wow, and it's March already. I can't believe it. Welcome to Gratitude Sunday. I am Barbara, the lady laughs a lot, and this is where I review my past week in gratitude of the good, the bad, the pretty, the ugly. And I share my love with memory keeping and art journaling and all that kind of fun stuff. So grab a project if you'd like and join in while you're listening to me chatter. And let's see what happened this week, because I'm not sure myself, which is why I do this. All right. Yeah. You kind of caught me in the middle of cutting out some pictures. We had some warm weather this week. Like, it actually hit the 50s. Oh, it was so nice. I actually have my driveway back. Last week, my driveway was an ice skating rink. I had to wear my cleats every time I went outside for something. God bless the FedEx and UPS, because if we had deliveries, they parked down at the road and they trekked up our long driveway. Yeah. You know that new feature on Amazon where you can like rate the delivery? I always put above and beyond because they braved my driveway by foot to make sure we got our deliveries. Oh boy, guys. I feel like it was a mellow week. Yeah. Mellow and very productive. I got my mind set on doing a new video this week that explains my video mixer setup. I'm really enjoying how the video mixer is making it so simple for me to crank out videos that I want to be able to share that. So if there are any of you out there who want to make videos or are already making videos and haven't explored this idea, it's been an interesting task because I'm trying to take something that could be very complicated and trying to show it that it's feasible. It doesn't have to be as complicated as it looks. But that's hard when you're trying to break things down into little chunk-sized pieces. So I've been working on that video all week. And the difference between doing a video like that and a video like this, you're watching me stream of consciousness while I'm doing something. So really, at the end, there is not that much editing to do unless things slow down or I cough or something, you know. But a video like this one, the first day, I just sat and worked on an outline, did some research so I could sound like I knew what I'm talking about. I wanted to be able to talk eloquently about what I'm doing. That was just the first day. That was Tuesday. Wednesday was like the grocery shopping and getting ready for the trip up to the VA this week. Although the trip this week was on Friday instead of Thursday. I can show you though. So of course I have a happy planner, but I don't really journal it up. But I keep a happy planner that kind of logs the time I spend on making videos. So it's showing that like on Tuesday in this little block, I took the time to get the desk ready, to work on the outline, right? Wednesday's grocery. This helps with doing my Gratitude Sunday because I can look back and see what happened. Thursday started 9 o'clock except for, like a break to eat. At noon, I took like a half an hour. So from like 9 to 2:10, for 2:10, I worked some more on this video. We went to the VA on Friday, but even that day, from 4 o'clock until like 8, I reviewed the footage and started editing it. Saturday, which would have been yesterday, 10 to almost 3 o'clock, and then again from 5 until almost 8 o'clock. So I like to just log and track the time I'm putting into these videos. I'm sure there's a reason behind why I do it. I guess that all started when I used to do work, consignment work for money. You wanted to track your time to know how much to bill. So it's kind of a habit. I kind of want to know how much time I've been investing every week on making these videos. And like I said, the videos that you and I do here on Gratitude Sunday, Stream of Consciousness, showing you what I'm doing, I can pretty much, because of this video mixer, capture it all in one day and edit it the same day and put it out, either by the end of tonight, if not first thing in the morning. But a video like that one that I'm working on, trying to follow the outline, then trying to get it to all make sense after you capture the footage. Trying to capture enough footage that you can keep it interesting. It's not just me droning on and on and on. Kind of like I am now. Oh, that's it on pictures. And because I spent most of the week working on that, there's not too much extras. Obviously, all the VA stuff's going to go on Friday. I got a funny story there. The beginning of this week, I got the review of last week from YouTube. You guys, you spent 38.9 hours watching my videos last week. And the most watched video last week was that part 8 of that lap book where I finished those interior pages. Thank you guys for logging in those hours. Cherie, you can't take all the credit. I know you're trying to, but there's other people out there watching. Oh, man. I love knowing that you guys are enjoying these videos. So, again, as usual every week, I'm grateful for you. The other thing that's going on this week, there's nothing like knowing you have an appointment scheduled, like your 6-month checkup with your primary, to make you start wanting to eat better. I mean, overall, I really try and do my best. But the appointment, or the lab work for the appointment, is coming up this coming week. So for the past couple of weeks, I've been like uber behaved, eating all my vegetables. So, why do I say that? Oh, because I ordered a couple of cookbooks, and I'm really excited about them because they, I follow them. I follow the author to choose what I eat. Why wouldn't I get the cookbooks? So I have a picture here of this cauliflower steaks with chermoula sauce. It came out so good. I'm in love with that sauce. I'm in love with that sauce. So I think Monday I spent some time planning some recipes, going through my recipe apps. Here's another one. It was fennel with grapefruit and salmon. My picture doesn't look all that great. I think I'll have to show you the cookbook picture for that one. I saw this on Instagram Did you know having multiple craft projects in progress is better for your well-being? And there's a Dr. Ann Kirketerp. I don't know how to say the name attached to the quote, but you know what was interesting about that was to go through the comments, because so many people agreed with the sentiment, and some of them were, oh, thank God to know, like, validation that have so many projects going. But there were also those people who were like, no way, if I have too many projects going, I get too stressed out. So I love seeing it, it just kind of supports this idea that there is no right way when it comes to all of this. And there's no judgment. Each person gets to have their own truth behind how they handle their creative self-expression. So while my brain needs the diversity, because otherwise I kind of get frustrated forcing myself to finish the same craft. For me, it's important to be able to walk away, diversify, dabble in a few things, and that keeps this crazy brain of mine going. So it was interesting to read some of the comments for those people who were like, no, in order for them to stay sane, they need to kind of come to completion on one thing before moving to another. The world is just so beautiful because there's just so many beautiful people out there with their own truth. And I love that. I love that so much. Ha! Bum, bum, bum. That's funny. If I made that my top left, it would be so ironic because the entire week I spent working on one video. And I'm almost thinking, this is all for the VA funny story. A lot of blank space here, but I have little stuff here that I had to draw to help diagram what I'm explaining about this video mixer. I'm done with them now, but I feel like I want to spread them all over here, because really that was the focus this week, was handling all this stuff. all this stuff. And then sprinkled in between working on that video was the rest of life. So I'm grateful that I've come so far in this video. I'm going to be even more grateful when I get it done. And depending on how much time I spend on Gratitude Sunday today, I should be able to do a little bit more tonight on that video, fingers crossed. If not, well, I guess it's just going to have to wait till the beginning of next week. God, we have to make that trip up to the VA twice this coming week. That's an hour trip one way. Eek. Eek. Yeah, so I think I'm going to make that my top left theme and live in the irony. Live in the irony of how dedicated I was. I love how this little illustration came out of this hand drawing. All right, let me tell you a couple of things that happened. So we go to oncology every week. We've been trying to get his hemoglobin up, right? This poor man, what he goes through. But he's improving. So every week he's had to go to get these injections to increase his hemoglobin. And last week he went, they tested the blood, he didn't need a shot. Fabulous. But we had to go back this week just to check again, make sure it didn't drop or whatever. And it's still maintaining, actually increased a little bit. So again, no shot this week. But because he's in the wheelchair, I typically sit in the chair. Now it's the oncology department. These are the chairs in the section where people are going for their chemo and their infusions. So, you know, it's that community of people we see sitting there. But I usually sit in that chair since he's in the wheelchair and he's just getting a quick injection. Well, this week when I sat in the chair, I guess when they wiped down the chair, they hit the button. They hit the buttons for the massage and the heat. So as I sat in it, I was like, what's going on? I wasn't sure. I mean, I kind of knew these chairs did this thing, but it was just such a shock when I sat in the chair. But then it was like when my brain figured out what was going on, it was like, oh, this is nice. And I was making such a big deal out of it, as you can expect I would, that I had the nurses laughing. And now they're all chattering, oh, she's never explored the buttons before. And I was like, is it wrong? Is it wrong that I'm like putting my feet up now and enjoying the buzzing, the massaging, and the heat? No, come on. The caregiver. The caregiver needs love too. Yes. So that was the first funny story. The second one is the Lynn, who I mentioned before, because I gave her one of those hearts that I made. She checks us in and checks us out. Sometimes Steven. I don't want to leave Steven out. Hi, Steven. I don't expect either one of them to be watching these videos, but Lynn loves to tease us because apparently while she was in the military and going through like boot camp, one of the other fellow soldiers had the same last name as us, Case, and apparently she got them in trouble all the time. Like she was always the last one coming in from a drill. She was too slow. So all these apparently accidentally discharging her weapon on the weapons field. It's like all these horror stories that Lynn has been sharing with us, that every time she sees us it makes her laugh. And she kind of ribs us as if she's associating us with this woman who really caused a lot of hardship for her while she was going through training. And she kept saying, I want to find my yearbook because I want you to, maybe she is related. I want you to see a picture of this, woman or girl, because I think, 18. Not that she's not a woman. I'm just, anyway. So it was bugging Lynn to try and find her book and bring it in and to show it to us. Well, this week she finally brought it in, and how funny. She handed us the book to look at. She goes, they're alphabetical. I'll let you find her. Open up the book, and don't you know, out of all the people in this troop, she didn't show up for pictures, and there's a blank square where her face should be. Oh my God, it was like, you gotta be kidding me, right? It was funny. So, yeah, some fun stories. This is the one thing I love about going to the VA and all the doctors being in the same place, because, while we were talking to Lynn, Gerry's nephrologist happened to walk by, so it was nice to see her, and it's a good community of people there at the VA. We feel supported there too, so grateful for the VA. Oh, I hope you come for the stories more than the technique, because, oh man. Yeah, it added a lot of fodder this week for my doodle a day too, so we'll have to review that. Yeah. I'm tempted to keep this short. Yeah. Just because I feel like all the stories are done, and I just have a bunch of this stuff that I feel like I want to throw in here and lay it out. How's your week's been going? Feel free to share in the comments what you're grateful for this week. And that's great. I used this to depict audio. my mouth rambling on. I hope, even if you don't have an interest, well, I don't know, that might be a push. But I hope you guys watch that video anyway that I'm making. I tried not to make it too technical. I'd love to hear your take on it, especially if you're not really interested, to see if it made any sense to you. Just to see if I did a good job of breaking things down. Little SD cards for my cameras. A little picture of me welcoming you into the studio. Oh, we do have other good news, because he saw the optometrist while he was there. And God, I had forgotten that last time we saw her, he was having some crazy trouble with his eye, one eye. And with everything else we had going on, I had forgotten about that. And she did all the tests. And then, yeah, that problem kind of took care of itself. So there's another blessing. Another thing to be grateful for. Yeah, so if I talk about any technique this week, I have a lot of pictures for Friday, right? But I don't have a lot for Thursday. So I don't mind spreading out the pictures for one day across several days. And then somehow finding something to tie it all in. Right, so there's the pictures for the massage and the heat. This is us sitting in that same section, but I caught him, right? There it is for his eye check. And there's the picture for that crazy story about that woman. So instead of like putting that over here where I already have this picture going to go with this story, I'll spread that out towards Saturday because it'll give me room to journal about that. I have room to journal about these two pictures here. And depending how I lay these, although I kind of like the way those two are there, maybe I'll just take that whole top row so that I can journal about this video that I'm creating here. And I don't I don't want to push this up to make 3 pictures across. I don't really find it aesthetically pleasing. I guess it could be, it could work. I kind of like that, dropping it down so that we have this little checkered pattern now of where I can journal about those stories. Okay, I don't want these guys to get lost. Camera 1, camera 2. Well, audio I got down here with this guy. Cell phone. Audio. laptop. Yeah, how fun. I needed to bring your attention to something, so I did a quick exclamation point. It was like, pay attention to this. That can go right in the middle of all that camera conversation, that little statistic from YouTube about how many hours you watched, because it's all in that conversation of making YouTube videos. But my food, because I went grocery shopping, and that picture of the cauliflower, that came out good. Where's that? Oh, that picture of the salmon can stay low. It can even cover the bottom half. Yeah, I really like, this is kind of like life kind of sprinkled in around me working on that video, because that's really what this week was like. There should be one at a time. Oh, there they are. One. One at, yeah, I'll fix it. Okay, one at a time. You'll have to watch that video to understand what that's talking about. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. I wanted to start off this this week's video with like a little walk outside. I'm telling you though, it was so deceiving. It looks sunny and beautiful, and I'm hearing more birds this week, more like spring birds. The robins haven't shown up yet though, but more birds. I was like, oh, I'm going to start this video outside. It's like 24 degrees again outside. That'd be nice if you're over using Celsius, but that's Fahrenheit. I'm going to see how I can fit that in. Alright, so there's my basic layout for now that I'm going to leave you with. I think I will go ahead and glue that down. You don't need to watch that. And let's go over the doodle-a-days. So, February 2025, doodle-a-day. The month is complete. I will share this past week with you. Sunday, one of the meditation programs I listen to. I love Andrew Green's meditations, and one of his is called the Delta Sleep Hypnosis. Oh, it's been so good all week. It has helped me sleep so good. So I'm very grateful for that meditation. These 2 days I kind of screwed up because the way the month is laid out is different than the way the weeks are laid out. The weeks end on a Sunday, right? The weeks end on a Sunday. And here they start on a Sunday. Anyway, so these 2 days are flippity-floppity. So Monday, when I was working on the outline for this video I've been working on all week, I kind of had a moment where I was just very grateful for my parents and just for being born and being alive and the education they were able to afford for me so that I could use my mind to create this video that I was working on and to be able to understand and to be able to make this video mixer work for me and to hopefully put it into words. Sorry, distracted by what's going on camera. Just so grateful that I can hopefully put into words how to make video mixing easy for everybody. And then this, which happened on Tuesday, the physical therapist came and the weather was good and the driveway was cleared of ice and Gerry was actually able to walk down to the bottom of the driveway and back up slow going, and he was wiped out the rest of the day. But oh my God, so grateful for his improvement. Wednesday, when I did all that grocery shopping and worked on recipes, just some cauliflower there because that recipe came out so good. So I love veggies. Thursday, I spent the day capturing all the footage for this video I've been working on all week. So I was happy to have the day to do that. And then Friday, at the hospital, you know, his eyes turned out to be okay. He didn't need a shot again. So it was just kind of this, if anything, I feel like I should add a thumbs up in there like I did up here, that he did a-okay. Yep, I will start March this week, but February is done and complete. So let's go ahead and show you last week's Gratitude Sunday. Okay, so this is last week's before I did all my journaling. And here it is with all the journaling filled in and some extra stickers. Journaling around pictures, arrows pointing to pictures. I did some affirmations around the stop overthinking everything. There's some affirmations on the top. I am grateful for the progress I am making. I am attracting positive experiences through my positive vibrations. I am appreciating my unique qualities and strengths. I am a unique vibrational being, and I am also a demonstration of universal potential with that sticker about how we are rare. We are all rare. I am not alone. More journaling. Adding just a little bit of washi tape here to create kind of a separation. Adding some stickers. And found this wonderful little sticker of wood being carried for firewood, talking about the freezing temperatures, adding some sentiments down in the margin. Hey, 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 you are capable of amazing things. I know you can't see it. Even I am not too thrilled on how light that is that you can barely read it, but it's there. Added some arrows pointing into that heart. Stickers, stickers, stickers. Added in that piece of ephemera with the lap book and wrote a sentiment on top of it. More stickers to help kind of frame things out. Right, the binge watching sticker and the arrow, and how I was influenced by Misty from Homestead Rescue, and added in a sticker down here, love life and forget your age. I thought that was so appropriate with that caption from last week. Remember, if you can't think of a word, say, I forget the English word for it. That way people think you're bilingual instead of getting old. Okay, everybody, happy Sunday. I hope you had a beautiful week, and I hope your coming week is quiet, sane, happy, healthy, prosperous. See, it's like New Year's every week. It's been a crazy long week in the studio, and I'm not quite done yet, so look forward to that new video coming out that talks about my video mixer, and I look forward to any adventures I can create this week in between doctor's appointments. So see you next Sunday for a review of how it all went. Go out, live life, appreciate everything we take for granted. Love you guys. As always, love you, love you, love you. All right. Ciao, guys.